Oh. What is up, peeps? Welcome back to more CS news. Before you go off and enjoy your weekend, how are you guys doing? What are you sipping on? And I do read comments, just so you guys know, and I don't get offended by comments usually because typically you guys are pretty nice, and even if you are mean, you're usually funny about it, so it's all good. But I came across one yesterday that I really wanted to just briefly show all of you guys, and I didn't realize someone would be so offended over me saying alt attacks instead of alternate attacks. I didn't know there was a diehard fan out there, and that is my bad. And then they fired back at someone else with some immense power, and that just blew my mind. But more importantly today, we're here to address the rumors out there which sparked a few days ago about s1mple being 13-0'd by a trio that you guys know, and most importantly, NiKo, M0nesy, and Magisk apparently just queuing up and somehow 13-0ing s1mple, which has been passed around because people were like, oh, s1mple is washed, s1mple and FaZe not ready for the major, blah, blah, blah. There had to be some sort of explanation for this though, right? I mean, a 13-0, yes, you're running into a trio, which does not seem very fair for just queuing up some good old CS, but apparently it was s1mple who had a couple, if not a few teammates who were stream sniping him while playing and just wanted to play with the GOAT, and they had extremely high ping, and thus the team really sucked. And I think they eventually just probably started throwing the game because they realized, oh my god, we're playing NiKo, Magisk, and M0nesy, and we have three guys who just joined me with like over 150 ping. We're probably not going to win today. But it did need to be clarified because it was thrown out there like s1mple is not ready for this major, which is, I don't think, true. And of course, there are also some other clips out there. I can't translate the full thing for you, but apparently here, s1mple is calling out those said stream snipers. You can just tell and align the names. This is the same game they go on to get 13-0'd. So I'm pretty sure s1mple was fed up, and rightfully so, fairly early on.
Алло, никто меня не слышал, парни. Простите, я вас долбоебами назвал. Алло, вы меня слышите? Алло. Нахуя вы игру нашли 180 бит? Нахуя вы играете 170 бит?
Интернет лагает что-то.
Ну вы просто ебланы или что? Вы же руините игру. Вы сами не можете сыграть так, как вы умеете.
And then one last thing on this for me, I'm like, I kind of understand it, right? If s1mple was streaming at this time, or you know he's playing, because I imagine he's calling out stream snipers because he was live, I almost can't blame like a diehard fan for wanting that moment, that opportunity to be on the same team as s1mple if you queue up. I almost can't blame them. But I also definitely cannot blame s1mple for being upset about it when you're trying to practice for the major or just have some, you know, some casual fun while keeping some things in tune for CS at the very least, right? Trying to enjoy yourself. Maybe you're off official prac and you just want to, you know, stay loose in the game, and it's ruined by stream snipers. I definitely understand why he would also be upset. So I'm just understanding both sides here because that's what we do. What do you guys think about NiKo and M0nesy alongside Magisk 13-0ing s1mple? I was going to say fortuitous, but I should stay away from big words. Is this kind of, you know, foreshadowing for this major? Will we see a FaZe versus Falcons matchup, little s1mple redemption? Will FaZe 13-0 Falcons? That's definitely not going to happen, but one can hope and dream. And speaking of the approaching major, guys, we now have our major talent announcement, which seems to be pretty great, and it also just, every time we do this for majors, it makes me realize how truly spoiled the CS scene is when it comes to duos of casting and when it comes to talent as well. We are just so spoiled. It looks like a great list. I'm not going to identify any I don't want to point out any individuals and people out there in particular, but it's an overall great group, and that's what you expect out of a major, and that is what we will get. I will say there's two people I will point out just very briefly though. The return of DDK and Anders, which I am super excited for. That's just really cool to see. This, of course, comes off the back of something I haven't chosen to talk about for a video, but I think is a really good article to read about someone that you probably really admire as a caster, that being Anders, who recently opened up about financial struggles and struggles in general about being a CS talent and the ins and outs of being a CS caster. To me, Anders is one of the all-time greats. Anders and Henry G alongside each other, and to see Anders now finally back in action, could not be happier for the guy. And this, of course, you know, just days prior he was talking about this. We have the major talent announcement, and so very cool to see DDK and Anders back and at him. And I can't wait to have some of those clips for all of us to to share because there will be major moments that'll be casted by some of these duos, and it'll probably be excellent, and we'll see who gets the most moments out of this Blast TV major. With some other good news out there, guys, which, I'm not going to lie, Minh Lee is, I think me and Minh Lee are actually friends now. If you guys don't know, creator of Counter-Strike did an interview on this channel and our gaming interview channel, linked down below, with Minh Lee. He spoke with me for over an hour and a half about the starting days of Counter-Strike, selling it to Valve, about the modern day cheaters. It's kind of an epidemic in online multiplayer games. It was an amazing discussion, and now me and him DM each other quite a bit, which is like so weird to me, but I think we're friends. Like, I'm pretty sure we're friends. And well, the Blast had reached out recently, and now Minh Lee will be going to the Austin Major, and we will be seeing him there. And if you guys are going to be there, I'm sure he'll love to meet all of you guys. He will also be doing another quick interview with me at the Major, just talking about CS, what he enjoys, and that's awesome. Like, it's so cool to see someone who has recently come back into like really talking about Counter-Strike and all things Valve and CS, and now to be at a major like he should be. Like, he should be at the major and be invited and brought to majors, and now he will be. It's really cool. And he has already agreed to do another interview with me at the major, probably 5 to 15 minutes, but he's such a nice guy. He'd probably give me longer if we wanted. So if you guys have any questions remaining for Minh, make sure to leave them down below. But I'm definitely going to be asking him about, how's it feel to be at a CS major? And of course, how's it feel to see your baby become what is now being watched live by tens of thousands of people and millions back at home? It's going to be a fun little time, and I can't wait to meet Minh in person. One last story for all of you guys, a sad one to end things on today, as it seems that IEM Katowice is no longer. I woke up to this news yesterday and I was stunned. I think this had been a rumor of what was to be, and now it's official, as starting in 2026, IEM Katowice will now be IEM Krakow. And we step back really quickly to Katowice this year. I would say it tailed off a little bit to what it was. It's still IEM Katowice, though, and it was a goal of mine to always go. You want to go to the Colognes, to the Katowices, to a major, and it sucks that I'll probably never have that opportunity again. So it seems it will be moving from Katowice over to Krakow. Still a great city, and I don't think we're going to lose as much as we think, but it's so iconic. It's tough not to think about, dang, we may never see an IEM Katowice again. And that sucks. Maybe they'll bring it back for a maybe not every 5 years, maybe every 10 years we'll see one, but it will now be IEM Krakow, which I didn't see too many complaints about, aside from the fact we're losing out on a notorious event. So let's make IEM Krakow just as iconic. And people out there showing some pictures of course, Vitality took Katowice earlier this year. Someone like Apex finally taking Katowice, and the last one at that after so long competing. So some pretty cool pictures, but a pretty sad moment. And we'll see how Krakow puts up with Katowice in terms of numbers and appearance. But I think a lot of people actually had some pretty positive feedback about this. So I'm excited. IEM Krakow is now finally here. But till next time, hope you guys all enjoy. Thank you all for watching. We have some big, exciting things coming for the Austin Major as we slowly approach it. I will be covering the Major the entire way through. Some side news, if you guys do care, we're working with a potential sponsor for being at the Major, which is really exciting for us. It allows us to keep on going to gaming events. And so I'm super excited, and it's going to be a great next 4 weeks. I am so excited to cover CS, so excited to cover these storylines. So if you guys want, my Twitter is Jake Sucky. If you guys have any clips out there, any moments you want me covering, my DMs are always open. Was talking to someone this morning, so I don't want to miss anything. I want to cover it all. Thank you all for watching. Drink up, all right? I'll see you back here sometime soon. Enjoy the weekend. Take care.